Morning everyone, hope you're doing well. Today I'm up in northeast Wiltshire and I'm doing a ride today that connects two of my favourite local spots together, the Barbury Castle area and the hills around Aldbourne. To start with, the route is split into two distinctive sections. The first part is a climb up towards Barbury Castle, where we'll join the Ridgeway trail and head back down Smeath Ridge to Aldbourne St George. The second half is a climb over to the village of Aldbourne via a few bridleways I've not tried before. And from Aldbourne we head north up to Fox Hill, rejoin the Ridgeway trail, loop round to Liddington Hill, where if there's time I'll have a look at do a detour over to the castle before dropping back down through Lower Upham Farm and back down the railway path to the start at Chiseldon. I know this area quite well, so I've ridden the vast majority of the ride before, but I did manage to find a few new trails to try out today, so that should be good. Yeah, so anyway, it's quite a long one today, so I'm going to get going and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so start the ride today. We have got a fairly long, steady climb up to Barbury Castle, which is on the hill ahead of me. Quite a nice warm up to the ride. Starts off quite steady, but gets a little bit steeper the closer we get to the castle before a short, brutal climb up into the castle site itself. So you can just start to see the tops of the earthworks of Barbury Castle on the hill top ahead of me. That's where we're headed. This sort of thing is pretty depressing, isn't it? People just dumping their rubbish. So much of it as well. I did see a thing advertised on Instagram, essentially the big trail clear up, so I assume this is a bit of a problem everywhere. But I mean, where do you even start with that? You need a trailer to clear it away. You can of course turn left at the end here and head up that steep hill and miss out the hill fort at Barbury Castle. Okay, so we just completed the first part of the climb. Just about to join the Ridgeway to the left here. And second part is just the final climb up into Barbury Castle. Good to get this climb out of the way early. This final section's quite brutal. So Barbury Castle is an Iron Age hill fort. It's got two banks and one ditch. It's thought that it was first occupied 2,500 years ago. The site was also used in World War II. The Americans stationed anti-aircraft guns here. It was a defensive outpost. Drop off the rampart now. Okay, so we're just leaving the car park and can turn right, continue along the Ridgeway. Okay, so we're just can turn left up here and follow the Ridgeway down Smeath Ridge. Oh, thanks a lot. Cheers. Thanks very much. Hi there. Big steel sign marks the way. Smeath Ridge ahead of us. Really good view from up here. We'll be up in the hills over there a bit later on, and beyond that is the village of Aldbourne. Not entirely downhill, it's a short flat section before we descend again down to Aldbourne St George. Right, just going up to the last section now. Another gate. Okay, so just a short descent now down to the road. Continue along the Ridgeway. Okay, so we're going to turn left here down into the small hamlet of Hallam. Thanks a lot. Hi. Just going to follow the Ridgeway straight across the road here. So the Ridgeway just continues on up the side of the hillside ahead and up onto the ridge, where we'll leave it and head over towards Aldbourne. So just crossing over the railway path. And we begin our long climb and the second part of the ride. Okay, so just across the road here. It's the first part of the climb done. Right, so we're at the top now. Normally I'd head round to the left here, follow the Ridgeway, but we're going to leave it now. Leave the Ridgeway now and head straight over and head over towards the village of Aldbourne. It's good so far. here. On to the left. That was brilliant, that descent. Really good section. I'm going to head round to the right. Climb continues. It's steeper now. So I could head straight ahead here and go all the way into Aldbourne that way. There's another bridle way along here which I'd quite like to try. See what it's like. Here we go, byway to Ewans Hill and Aldbourne. Assuming it's this way. Bit of a descent now maybe. Looks like it's been very recently tarmacked, so not really what I think of as a byway anymore, but there we go. This heads on to Ewans Hill Farm. So we're just going to follow this farm road now down into Aldbourne. Right at the bottom here. And then head through the square. Let's see all the pubs open again. Are open. And we'll turn up here. I'm just going to follow this byway through here. Okay, across the road here, and I'm going to start the climb, long climb up towards Fox Hill. Looks like it's flattening out a bit now. Still a bit of climbing to go though, heading up towards that clump of trees over to my left. This would be a really good descent actually, so taking note of this one, maybe incorporate it into a ride down to Aldbourne from Fox Hill. Just start to see the M4 ahead of us. We're going to cross over that shortly and continue on up to Fox Hill. So just going to take this right hand turn here, cross over the motorway. We're right on the edge of Wiltshire and Berkshire now, and over in front of me and to my right is the Aldbourne Downs, another really good area for mountain biking. I've done a video on one of the rides I tried in that area if you're interested. And the gentle climb ahead of us. Start to see the radio tower at Fox Hill. That's where we're headed. Lovely view out over Swindon and the Cotswolds beyond that, and a good portion of Oxfordshire in that direction to my right. So, into the Ridgeway again. Left here. And there's a short road section now before we turn off and climb up to Liddington Hill. Start to see Liddington Hill and the Ridgeway trail climbing up the side of it. The hill fort is on the other side of the hill. Right, this is the final major climb of the ride. Up onto Liddington Hill. Just start to see the tops of Liddington Castle over to my right. And I've got a bit of time, so I'll take that detour round to the actual castle and show you the view from the viewing platform. Strictly speaking, I think this is a footpath, so I can't actually get any further with my bike than the gate that's just at the end here. Okay, so this is the trig point, top of Liddington Hill, 277 metres above sea level. Fantastic views in all directions, and Liddington Hill is actually the highest point on the Ridgeway National Trail as well. And there's this really nice little compass telling you where everything is. So Barbury Castle is on the hill over there. Marlborough is in that direction, with Aldbourne, where we came from, in that direction. London is a long way in that direction, where you can see the M4, and you can see a really long way out there. You can see all the way to Sparsholt Firs, out in Oxfordshire. This is the Vale of the White Horse, and well, I mean, you can see well into Oxfordshire, possibly further. and Swindon's down in the valley there, and then there's the Cotswolds beyond that. Just an amazing vantage point. You can see, like Barbury Castle, it's got these two banks and a deep ditch. It's also Iron Age hill fort. But yeah, as I say, if you want to get round here, unfortunately it's a footpath only, so you're going to have to walk from that gate, which is just over there where I left my bike. Well worth it though. Okay, so we're back on the Ridgeway now, and we're going to follow it round the ridge line and then turn off and descend down through Lower Upham a little bit further on. Never seen so many horses in a field at once. I thought they were cows. Okay, I'm just going to go around here to the right. And then continue straight down. There's a really good descent coming up. Yeah, now we just follow the railway path back to the car park at the end of the trail at Chiseldon. Right, just heading back to the car now. Hope you enjoyed that today, and thanks very much for watching.